unfortunate execution on the 3rd and short play. Snuffed it all out.
Burris over the top, up near the 47-yard line. Andy Fantuz with his second grab of the night. Almost 9 yards on the play. Actually very close to a first down. Very favorable spotting. In fact, might move the sticks here. Going to measure this. Fantuz, of course, longtime Saskatchewan Rough Rider. Much talked about. And there it is, inches short.
Second down.
Move east in the offseason. Came back to Saskatchewan last year. Played 4 games. Trying out in the NFL with the Chicago Bears. They haven't quite got on the same page yet, Henry Burris and Andy Fantuz, and it is scary to think when they do what it could be looking like.
And certainly George Cortez and a whole lot of other people around Hamilton are hoping that they do sooner rather than later.
Second short yardage. Walker backfield. And Burris fumbled the football. Hamilton got it back. And again, another curious play call. 2nd and inches, obviously trying to throw it or go on the option. And now it's 3rd down, and Henry Burris frustrated to say the least here tonight. Hold it back.
You could see this fumble coming a mile away, just the way the ball, Henry was holding the ball away from his body with those orange jerseys swarming around him. There you see Adam Bighill doing what he does best, coming downhill with angry intent.
Second-year player. Primarily special teams last year, but what a season he's already having. Uh-oh. Look out. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Tim Brown. See ya. Touchdown. BC. What a night. Tim Brown downtown again. 81 yards. This time was not stopped.
All right, at the start of this return, it's going to be one-on-one. There it is, Brown versus Brown. Ike Brown, linebacker and special teamer for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Timmy Brown freezes him with that jab step. Away he goes. You want your punter, Josh Bartel, to try and force him towards the sidelines, where you've got the line is essentially an extra defender, a little more help from your pursuit. But Brown jukes him, takes it to the middle. Once he had the inside on the punter, there was no way anyone was going to reel him in.
Well, they may have opened up the roof tonight at BC Place for the first time since opening night, but the roof has fallen in on the Hamilton Tiger Cats in a big way since late in the second quarter.
What you know about that? 3 phases of the game, and the BC Lions have taken over all 3 of them.
Almost hard to believe. 10 minutes on the game clock ago. The Hamilton Tiger Cats actually had the lead. Now they're getting swarmed. Former Temple Owl. Second punt return for a touchdown in the CFL, one last year. Tim Brown. Hard to believe that this guy only a couple of years ago was in the Indoor Football League with Billings.
You know, Rocco gave me that next step key.
California native. He has done a lot of damage. Siobhan Walker, it's your turn. Hamilton Tiger Cats need something big in a hurry. Pooched kick here. Samuel Fournier brings it back. Well, again, turnover is very costly.
It's just a matter of making mistakes for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Ball security, one of those critical components of a football game. And of course, the often forgotten phase of the game, special teams. where guys like Tim Brown excel. 237 all-purpose yards from number 35 in orange and black tonight. And this guy has turned the field repeatedly, and that time turns the trick with a touchdown.
Burris now tries to stretch the field, and unable to hang on is Bakari Grant. That was right in the gloves.
You got to make plays when you're given the opportunity, especially with the team down in this situation. That was the big play the Hamilton Tiger Cats have seemingly been waiting for all season. With protection up front from that offensive line, giving this deep route time to develop.
They just haven't been able to throw and complete any passes of any length. I know Siobhan Walker's went for the distance tonight, but that was a screen pass. Now stretching it out again for Giguère. Great coverage by Byron Parker. Pulls up and pull his hamstring there. Samuel Giguère. Byron Parker, the former Toronto Argonaut.
Deemed expendable in Toronto as they change their defensive scheme. Byron Parker shows he can still get it done. Cats tried to run a little pump and go and take advantage of the speed of Samuel Giguère out on that wide side. He gets half a step on Parker, but the veteran, eyes to the ball, makes a nice recovery.
Deep check again. And again, Tim Brown makes it interesting. Jamal Johnson brings him down. Under 6 to go before halftime. 33-14 BC, and as you mentioned, 3 phases to the game, and the BC Lions dominating all 3.
They sure are, and there's the key to their offensive success, Travis Lulay.
Lions, who started so poorly last year, 0-5, 1-6, have reeled off 13 of their last 14 games, 13 wins. Andrew Harris is still on his feet, but eventually will go down here. Finally a whistle. Remember this time a year ago, the Lions got off to the 0-1 start, and then a few weeks down the road, and there were a lot of cries for Wally Buono's head and changes in BC, and they altered their course a little bit, but they stayed true to their game, and goes to show you what can happen after that. They went on a great journey to win the Grey Cup, one of the greatest rides in CFL history.
Well, and it can be a message for a team like the Hamilton Tiger Cats off to a slow start here in 2012, that sometimes it does just take a little patience.
Throwing down for Lulay. Again, not much pressure. Deep ball for Simon. Oh, and he almost got the back end of a little game of hot potato. Marcel Young had it, then lost it, and Giroy almost had it again.
Young does a nice job picking Simon up downfield, where Giroy finds himself playing defender. His goal was just to prevent the interception. In the end, he almost had himself touchdown number 100 as he ended up behind Young with the ball still in the air.
Well, the Tiger Cats, with a lot of time left, still very much in this game. They need a score, though. Chris Williams makes one tackle miss, and he finds his way. Chris Williams, Paul McCallum, forget it. He's going to score. Oh, my goodness, what a night here on the returns. 67 yards to the end zone goes Chris Williams.
Big play at a big time for the Hamilton Tiger Cats from a guy who has enjoyed his biggest CFL performances here in Vancouver.
Well, just when they needed to find the end zone any way possible, they do. And as mentioned, this game far from over here. Despite Hamilton's ineptitude since late in the second quarter offensively. Another happy return here tonight. First Tim Brown, now Chris Williams.
Yeah, this one's not coming back. Chris Williams Not big receiving yards, but he gets it done on special teams with a little help from his friends, and part of it is quite simply a good decision. Chris Rabukamba, backup defensive back and special team, makes a great decision not to block his man in the back. He knows he's got to lay off. Chris Williams recognizes it, makes his one-man miss, and then gets it straight up the field. Good decision by Rabukamba on the block. Great decision by Williams to go north-south.
Chris Williams, last year's Rookie of the Year. 67-yard return. And like Tim Brown, made the first guy miss, found the seam, and exploded. There goes Tim Brown again. He has covered a lot of turf here tonight.
Tim Brown was looking for the one-up on that. Another terrific return for him, continuing to give the BC Lions.
Offside, Hamilton, number 51. That penalty is declined. First down, BC.
There was a penalty flag back at the 40, but declined. So Lions bring their offense back on the field. 12-point game again.
Here you have a look at the similarities for the Hamilton Tiger Cats between the first two games. Things getting away from them through the middle part of the game, second, third quarter. Within a point of Saskatchewan before losing big in that one.
On the other side is Andrew Harris. Sean Crable again, and really for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, their defense just wasn't able to hold down the Saskatchewan Roughriders. They're going to have to do a much better job in the second half here against the BC Lions this week to get their offense back on the field.
Well, special teams gave them a play to bring them back into this football game, put them back within 2 possessions, and still with a lot of time to go in this game. But clearly, I mean, we had the drop pass by Bakari Grant on a previous possession. They've got to make plays offensively given the opportunity, and the defense has got to hold tight.
Check down here by Lule. Second down and 12 yards. Here's a rush now, but Lule lets it go, and almost a pick from Bo Smith. Lule finally gets touched here in the pocket. He's back up, though he's okay. There's not been a lot of pressure on the Lions quarterback tonight. He almost threw the ball away to Bo Smith.
Yeah, terrific effort by Bo Smith on that one. Very good break on the football. Unable to come up with the catch.
Chris Williams again. And a substitution problem for the BC Lions. Last minute they get it in. Callum floats one up quickly downfield on the Lions. Williams tripped on his own feet this time, and then is brought down near the 34-yard line. Only a couple yards for Chris Williams this time around. On Comedy Gold, classic laughs are new again with landmark series and timeless movies. Enjoy a free preview of Comedy Gold all of July. Call your television service provider to subscribe. Inside 3 minutes, third quarter. Week 2 of the Canadian Football League kicking off tonight. Wendy's Friday Night Football. Montreal a winner earlier tonight. Play action. Burris side-arming it out to Chris Williams. It'll be second down and 3 now.
The Ticats are looking to change the pace of things here, going to that no-huddle offense. See Henry Burris calling the signals from the line.
Lions defense so good last week against Winnipeg, though. It's made life miserable for Burris and company on short yardage situations. Here they come again. This time to Walker, screen pass. Remember what he did last time. Up near the midfield strike. We'll move the sticks. Anthony Reddick there. Once again, Burris is going to call the play and get them to the line of scrimmage.
Siobhan Walker has created such a high standard for himself that he makes a 15-yard gain, and we all kind of yawn.
Routine.
That's what happens when you go 80+ for 6 points twice in as many games.
Star at Sioux Falls. There he is again, but in and out of his hands. An incomplete pass. Born in Montego Bay, Jamaica, grew up in Florida. Former track star, went to Eastern Illinois, and then transferred over to Sioux Falls. Quite a debut last week. Second game has been dazzling as well. Under 90 seconds, third quarter. Crowd back into it here at BC Place. Noise always an issue. Worse has got to get the play off. Willie. Yes. Walker, the handoff up the pipe. Big Hill is again there, and so too is James Yurichuk. So it'll be third down now. And Josh Bartel will have to punt it away back to Tim Brown. That time you can credit that play to the BC Lions fans. Brought the decibel level up and made it tough for Henry Burris to call the play. There's that pooched kick, the drop punt. Oh, Brown dropped it, no yards though on the play. See how it went end over end. That is one of the things that Josh Bartel has been able to do for many years as an Australian rules footballer.
You'll see slightly different technique here.
No yards. Hamilton, number 51. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
Bartel lets the ball, lets it come vertical on his drop. He's intentionally kicking it end over end. It's not like Rod Black playing touch football. You see how hard it makes it. Makes it a little bit harder for the returner who's anticipating a spiral to handle that ball, as you saw from Tim Brown on the return. Great feature Dave Naylor did this week. I think you can probably still access on tsn.ca about some of the tricks Josh Bartel can do kicking a football.
Ben did like Bartel. He's got, what did he have, the snap and the banana and all of those. Final 20 seconds here. And Gary Johnson has a first down. Travis Lulay is going to no huddle his team now.
Both teams picking up the pace here offensively.
Johnson, one of the stars in the Grey Cup game, had a 66-yard touchdown, of course. He's isolated one-on-one at the bottom of your screen. Lulay looks his way. Decides to take off with it. Knocked out of bounds to the Ticats bench. Travis Lulay, when we talked with him yesterday, there were some concerns this week about Travis Lulay taking a lot of hits last week. He says no concern. It's the way he plays. That's the end of the third quarter. The BC Lions lead 33-21. We are back in BC Place, getting ready for the fourth quarter here. 33-21 for the BC Lions on Tim Brown night.
Yeah, Tim Brown has been absolutely fantastic. And these two teams, believe it or not, their offensive numbers, their total yards, pretty similar for this football game when you look at the net yards. But one of the things that has made a significant difference, you've obviously got the turnovers, which are #1 deciding factor in a football game. But you look at the total yards that Tim Brown has accumulated in the course of that game. The exchange in the kicking game has given the Lions a shorter field with which to work. They haven't had to do as much to score points because of what Brown gives them. And it shades of a couple years ago when we used to talk about Jonas Davis as a guy who was a real game changer for this team. When the offense wasn't going, he was the equalizer, so to speak. And Tim Brown, now 2 years later, has really given them that.
Again, though, the Hamilton Tiger Cats touchdown away from making this game very interesting. But their defense is going to have to come up with a play. Second down, throwing down. Lulay escapes the pocket again and will run for the first down. And Travis Lulay, but he can't find a receiver tonight, uses his feet.
There's no secret the benefit of having a quarterback who can run, a mobile quarterback in the Canadian Football League. And I'll say it again, right now in the CFL, Nobody does it better, more effectively than Travis Lulay.
His ability to read the play and feel the pressure and then escape it. 5 carries, 31 yards tonight. Again, last week, 2 rushing touchdowns, 44 yards on the ground. Now into Hamilton territory. Now the option, the pitch over to Arland Bruce. Keith Knowlton makes the tackle, but again, very close to a first down.
That one briefly looked wide open on the option play. Markeith Knowlton fortunately manned up on Arland Bruce on the play in terms of coverage, so he was tracking him across all the way. Was in good position to make a play on the Lions receiver.
Four yards away from a first down. Lulay decides to throw. And has another man open, and once again it's Bruce. There was a lot of looks to Sean Gore, then Geroy Simon, and now Arland Bruce has become a favorite target again for Travis Lulay, and the chains are advanced again.
Well, and a terrific combination in this pattern between the 2 BC Lion receivers, big threats. Arland Bruce is the inside man, Geroy Simon the outside man in this pair. The 2 of them kind of attack the same area, creates a little bit of confusion between the defenders, and springs Bruce for that catch.
Again, Travis Lulay, though, a lot of time in that pocket and not a lot of pressure. No